Hey, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General Yohana. I'm Priest and Officer Tapazar. I have Priest and Officer Carl Kazai with me. This is the ISUPK Weekly Sabbath Service. We'll be going over Genesis 31 and 9 to Genesis 32 and 2, dealing with Jacob, Laban, and his wives, and his 12 sons. All right. And with that, I'm Mijam.
La Yashrala.
La Yashala. You want me to cover both? Let me cover both.
Allah, I got it.
All right. Sar is Sar Wahakadam, which means to turn and face the east. You've been doing the prayers.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakukah. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Thundernawa. Lakum. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kawatnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kawatnawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'anawa. Wanasai 1. Abol. Hawashanawa. Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, Awalamyu, Amun,
in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven, Give us this day, our daily bread, forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The prayer for the power of Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Baba Kasha. Nathanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Karmakala. Karmadawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarian. Hakak. Lahakuyum. Hamatyum. Hakak. Awakawa. Hatama'ala. Lagar Shun. Bashim Yahushua. The water Amun.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Wayashrala. Wahabayasaparium. Barak. Bashim Yahushua. The water Amun.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahaharium. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Warataza. Ayathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Alyanawum. Shemarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawum. Wala'ah. Yayashun. Shalmor. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shemarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyunka. Yawamum. Hashemat. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalra. Yashamar. Atnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'aka. Wabawa'aka. Wa'ita. Wa'id Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made
made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth,
from this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Aldam Yelika.
Adam Yelika.
Alta Karash.
Alta Karash.
Alta Shakwat.
Alta Shakwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awyabika.
Awyabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamai Shanayika.
Wamai Shanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Amaka.
Al Imaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayata Yaitazwa.
Wayata Ya'itazawa.
Altaza Pawanyika.
Altazabawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakak Yadam.
Wanakak Yadam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yashala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazwa.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayakarathwa. Wayashama Aliyam.
Wayashama'alim.
Mawaba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaryam.
Wahagarium.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Amyashabya.
Amyashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Lahum.
Lahum.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasayasara'a.
Kasaya Salaki. Kasaya Sara'a.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayandara.
Ba'ayandara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayabmawa.
Nadayabawa.
Kairab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabat.
Wakazaba.
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Karnasayakamwa.
Karnasayakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Nawat.
Nawa.
Alaham.
Alaham.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Raka.
Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba Arya Ira.
Tabaya Arya Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryum.
Haryum.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradapma.
Taradapma.
Basa Arika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa Patka. Wasalaki Wasawa Salaki. Wa Basawa Patka.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Tabalahum.
Tabalahum.
Malahat.
Mala'a.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabaawa.
Wayaba'awa.
Ajai.
Ajai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadawa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labatka.
Nabatka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kaharatazah.
Al-Kaharatazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still, O power.
And be not still, O power.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
They that hate
have
thee
lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them
from
off
being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of
may
Israel
be no more
may be no more
in remembrance.
in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
The Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
with
the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as unto Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make the nobles like Oreb,
and like Zied,
like Zed,
yea,
yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Abad,
and as Zamunah,
and as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
Let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of the power
the houses of the power
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the
as
wood,
the fire burneth the
as
wood,
the flame setteth the mountains on
as
fire.
the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storms.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou whose name alone.
That thou whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Miyaka Allah.
Wa Miyaka Allah.
Wa Lahayim.
Wa Lahayim.
Matazabiyah.
Matazabiyah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Halawapya.
Halawapya.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Hakotazayanyan.
Hakotazayanyan.
Hakayoyo.
Hakayoyo.
Wahakwatya.
Wahagwathia.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahweh Shai.
The water Amun.
The water Amun. In the English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
The angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains. The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Name Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils.
Send evils.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils.
Send evils.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure.
The treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter to that sanctuary.
Send evils.
Send evils.
And curses.
And
punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
And Amalek synagogues and armies.
The Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology. Militia. The Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Space Force. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channels. And the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues. Shake the house. Of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And Gabriel. Come down. With the flying saucers. And punish all the heathens. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That it is the angels. That have done it. Cause it to be spread. Through the media. Throughout the world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it. Sar, turn face the podium, and then Shabim. So shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Latham Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, if you have your Bible hub app, you can follow along in the Hebrew. Genesis chapter 31, verse 9.
The book of Genesis chapter 31, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Wayatazal Alahayim Ath Makwana Abiyakum Wayathan Laya. Verse 10. Wayahaya Ba'aith Wa Wacham Ha Tazan Wa Asha'a Ayanya Wa Slakia Wa Ara'a Bachalawum Slakia Bachalawum wa hana ha I the yum ha I la yum al ha tazaan I kora slaki I quadum slaki I quadayum na quadayum wa ba radium. Verse 11. Wa ya more al ya ma mala malaak ha alahayum ba halawum yaikwa wa more hananya. Verse 12. Wa ya more sha'a na na'a ayanyaka wa ra'a call ha I thadium ha I ha alium al ha tazan salakia I quadium na quadium wa boradium kaya ra'ayathya ath call ashar laban aisha laka. Verse 13. Anakaya ha Allah bayath all ashar mashachath shum matazaba ashar nadarath laya shum nadar aitha kwawum taza'a mun ha rataza ha za'ath wa shawab al arataza mawaladafka. Verse 14. Watha'ain rakal wa la'a watha amorna lawa ha'ai wad lanawa ha salaki khalaq wa na khala ba ya ba abanawa. 15. Ha lawa'a na kar yawath na khashabnawa lawa kaya makarnawa waya akal gum akawal ath kasapnawa. 16. Kaya call ha ishar ashar ha tazo yal alahayim ma aba yanawa lanawa hawa'a wa la bun yanawa wa aita call ashar amar alahayim alyaka aisha. 17. Waya kwam yaikwa waya sha'a ath ban yawa wa ath nashayawa al ha gamayim. Verse 18. Waya na'ak nahad.
Shouldn't it be 16? The 7 verses?
It's like I didn't know. Hold on.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just like the book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 9 in the English. Thus, God hath taken away the cattle of your father and given them to me. 10. And it came to pass at the time that the cattle conceived that I lifted up mine eyes and saw in a dream, and behold, the rams which leaped upon the cattle were ring-straight, speckled and gristled. 11. And the angel of God spake unto me in a dream, saying, Jacob. And I said, here am I. 12. And he said, lift up now thine eyes and see, all the rams which leap upon the cattle are ring straight, speckled and gristled. For I've seen all that Laban doeth unto thee.
Right. So Jacob is having a conversation with his wives. You know what I'm saying? And he's given the breakdown of how the Lord has dealt with him and how Laban, their father, has dealt with him because he's ready to go back to Canaan. You know what I'm saying? It's been a total of 20 years now where he worked 14 years for Leah and for Rachel, and then another 6 years to get Laban's flocks up to par. You understand? Laban wasn't sending his sons out there to train up under Jacob. He just thought that Jacob would be his stepson and work for him forever. You understand? So he's giving this breakdown to his ribs, to Rachel and Leah, about why he's about to make this decision. But go ahead.
Verse 13. I am the God of Bethel, which thou anointest the pillar, and where thou vowedest a vow unto me.
Right. So the Lord comes to him in a vision and lets him know, like, that agreement that you made, like to pay 10% of all I earn if you protect me in his land. I'm the God that you did that to. Because he showed himself to him in that dream when he saw the Jacob's ladder, the angels going up and down, and how they move from the earth and to the fourth dimension or to the heavens, and move up and down from the earth. And he's visiting him again. Go ahead.
Arise, Salaki, now rise, get thee out from this land, and return unto the land of thy kindred.
Right, and that's what Israelites do. Israelites follow orders. You know what I'm saying? The Most High came to Jacob in this vision and was like, "It's time for you to go." You know what I mean? It's time for you to leave. You know what I'm saying? And Jacob was that kind of a brother that when the Most High gave him an order, he's moving on that order regardless. But he's letting his wives know because they're about to lead a father. You understand? Because even though he's their husband, he's giving them children. It's like living with your parents and stuff like that. Yeah, you a man, you got a family, but you living on, like, say you live with your parents in the sense of they got land, they got a house, and then you got a house on their land. You a man, you out there working, but it's like you still kind of under their influence. So he's talking to his wives like, look, we about to break away and go. Was that it?
14.
Okay, go ahead, Salaki.
Verse 14. And Rachel and Leah answered and said unto him, is there yet any portion or inheritance for us in our father's house? 15. Are we not counted of him strangers? For he
he said, are we not counted of him as strangers? Like, he don't even deal with us like that no more. Go ahead.
For he has sold us.
And he has what?
He has sold us.
That's how they looked at it. Like, basically, he gave us to you for you to try to make him rich. That's how they looked at it. Because when you give a dowry, like when there's a dowry, they had back when fathers gave their daughters to a brother, the daughters would come with some stuff. You understand? They would come with something, like cattle. Like they had I don't want to say an inheritance, but it would go to the man. And as far as they were concerned, it was like, man, you sold us. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And hath quite devoured also our money.
And devoured our money, like the thing that you used to the thing that was for us, you sold us, and then took our dowry and used it for yourself. That's how they felt about it. But go ahead.
16. For all the riches which God hath taken from our father, that is ours and our children's. Now then, whatsoever God hath said unto thee, do.
Right. So they like, well, if the Lord told you to do that, you know what I'm saying? Our our lives are with you. We riding with you. All right. So the next 7 in Hebrew, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's good that sisters follow their husbands. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a lot of times where, especially here in America, where there's this battle to where, like, I seen a video where, like, a brother, he had his it was a silly situation, but the camera's rolling. It could have been staged, but the brother had his mother, his child, and his woman, and the wife goes to get in the front seat, and the mother comes open the door and was like, nah, you ain't finna be in the front seat, you got to get in the back. Like, she talking to her like that, and the son here, he just he hear it and he just let it go, and then the wife is like, why I got to get in the back? She's like, because I don't ride in the back, you ride in the back, right?
Good night.
And then the wife is like, well, then I'm just not gonna go. What you mean? What's the problem? It's not that big of a deal. The mom saying that. And then the son look at the wife and is like, yeah, my mama don't ride in the back, right? And I saw that, man. I just was like, it's a silly thing, And I'm gonna be real. A sister should be an honorable sister and a wife, like and ask the mother, would you like to sit in the front? That would
Right.
be a righteous thing to do. But I would check my mother if she spoke to my wife and told her, "Oh, you got to get in the back."
Right.
I wouldn't let my mother speak to my wife like that, but I wouldn't let my wife speak to my mother that way either. You know what I'm saying? I would hope my wife would be like, "Ma'am, do you want to sit in the front?" "Oh no, you good, you good." Or "Yes, thank you." You know what I'm saying? It should be a brotherhood, sisterhood thing. It
Right.
shouldn't be like a battle about who got the rank. But it's pride with women, and now like you got a lot of mamas who talk about how they don't like mama's boys who choose their mama over their wife. But it's the mothers that's raising these brothers to be like that because how they baby their sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is that a wife is to be respected by her husband. Y'all are one flesh, but then a wife should have respect for the mother if the mother is being respectful. But the husband should intervene on that type of situation. The husband needs to check the mother if she's talking to his wife in a certain kind of way, because it can't be disrespect on either side. But the point being is that I see that happening here in this country, where in America, in our society, amongst our people, where it's this battle between loyalty to parents and then loyalty to your rib or loyalty to your husband. You understand? Like you ever see on Facebook where they be like, if your daddy say come here, and your husband say come here, who
Right.
you gonna listen to? Like what kind of question is that? You know what I'm saying? Like the husband and the father should already have an understanding. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It should be brotherhood. Like a father should respect a husband's right over his property, over his woman. But then the husband should respect the father. Like, well, I'm still going to defer to him as a father because he's deserving of respect as well. You know what I'm saying? But it got to be respect. It can't be disrespect. You understand? But Salaki, go ahead. My fault.
The book of Genesis, chapter 17, it's like chapter 31 and verse 17 in the Hebrew. Wayakom Ya'ikwa Waya Sha'ath Bun Salaki Bunyawa Wa'ath Nashayawa Al Ha Salaki Ha Gamoyim. Verse 18. Waya Nahag Ath Call Makwanawa Wa'ath Call Rakashwa Ashar Salaki Rakash Bapadan Aram La Bawa'a Al Yatazak Abayawa Arataza Kana Aim 19. Walaban Halak Lagazaz Ath Taza Anwa Wa Thaganab Rachal Ath Hatharapyum Ashar La Abayaha. Verse 20. Wayaganab Yaikwab Ath Lab Laban Ha Aramya Al Balaya Hagayad Lawakaya Bara'ak Hawa'ah. Verse 21. Waya Barak Hayo Salaki Hawa'ah Wakal Ashar the Salaki Ashar Lawa Waya Kwam Waya Ibar Ath Ha Nahar Waya Shum Ath Panyawa Har Hagalaid. 22. Wayagad Lalaban Bayawam Ha Shalayashya Kaya Barach Yaikwab. 23. Wayakwak Ath Salaki Ak Yawa Imawa Waya Radak Akhar Yawa the rock Shabaith Yum Waya Debak Athwa Bahar Hagalai. Verse 24. Waya Ba'a Alahayim al Laban ha Aramia Bachalam ha Layala Waya Amar Lawa ha Shamar Laka Pun the Thadabar I'm Yaikwa Matawab Id Rai.
Okay. And also, I want to say this: I'm not speaking from like when I said what I said about the relationship between the husband and the wife or wives, and then the parents. You know what I mean, of those wives. This priest right here, my daughter is his rib. So we understand this like in a real way, culture wise. You understand? You know, I was in the school first. He came into the school. She came into the school, and I mean, I ain't gonna put all of our stuff out there like that, but he'll tell you if my daughter called me 9 times out of 10, I'm backing them up. You know what I'm saying? And even if something that she conveyed, she would not know about the dialogue I'm gonna have with him. We're gonna have a conversation, but I'm not coming to him like it's not like a thing like, oh, that's my, it's not like that. It's like it's a conversation of brother to brother, because it's brotherhood first in this school. You understand? Right. So like when we reading this, we understand it in a very real way. Just letting y'all, I mean, we're not talking from just, you know, reading the text. Like this like we live this Bible, we live this culture.
Right.
You understand? So I just wanted to say that. But go ahead and read in the English.
Come. Book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 17 in the English. Then Jacob rose up and set his sons and his wives upon camels, 18. And he carried away all his cattle and all his goods which he had gotten, the cattle of his getting, which he had gotten in Pandan Aram, for to go to Isaac his father in the land of Canaan. 19.
Right, because the Most High is telling him to get back to the land. His mindset in terms of following this order, he ain't about to go consult with Laban about it. He's fulfilled his obligation.
Right.
He worked 14 years for each of his ribs, Leah and Rachel, then worked 6 years to get Laban's flocks up to par. You know what I mean? And really, the way Laban was trying to set it up, and in Laban's head, he didn't know how wise Yaquab was, how wise Jacob was. He was trying to get it to where he gets his sheep up and Jacob have nothing. But that tell you how he look at his daughters, though. That's why his daughter was like, he sold us. And we ain't got no inheritance with him. Why? Because they saw how he was playing Jacob.
Right.
To where he couldn't have nothing for his family. Everything he was doing was for Laban, to make Laban rich. And that's how these jobs, these slaves are, these nations are, man. They use our talents and our abilities and our skill sets to make themselves great. You understand? That's why what Christ did was so heavy, because he's turning things upside down to where we can benefit off of us.
Right.
You understand? Not another nation benefit off of us. So like, go ahead, Art.
Come. Verse 19. And Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the images that were her father's.
Read that again.
And Laban went to shear his sheep, and Rachel had stolen the images that were her father's.
Right. So when Jacob left, he left when Laban went to go shearing sheep. Now, if you watch sheep getting sheared, that's a process, especially the amount of flocks that Laban had. It was going to take him a while. You understand? So you got to think about how busy he was for them not to notice Jacob taking his whole family, meaning his 12 sons, all 4 of his ribs, and getting up out of there. You understand? But then Rachel goes and does what again?
And Rachel had stolen the images that were her father's.
Stolen the images, meaning stole her father's idols. Now, listen, I'm going to say this. When you come into the truth, one of the things that you're going to battle, you know, sisters, brothers as well, but especially sisters, is letting go of the things that you held on to being raised in the household that you was raised in. You understand? Just real quick, give me Galatians 2:18 real fast. Just real quick. A lot of times people come into the truth and they try to like hold on to what they were before. You understand? And really what you're doing is you're doing what Rachel did. It's like you don't really have complete confidence in the thing that in what you're following. So you hold on to the idols or to the mindset that you had before you came into the truth. And you know, and we're gonna see what happens with that. Most High in Christ.
Here we go, read it.
Yeah.
The book of Galatians, chapter 2, and verse 18. For if I build again the things which I destroyed, I make myself a transgression.
And read up a little bit of that, like maybe like two verses.
Okay, verse 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahushua Mashiach.
Right. Works of the law just means this: a man cannot be justified by the punishments of the law. If a man commits adultery and sleeps with another man's wife in under the old covenant, you will get put to death. You can't be justified. You can't get right with the Most High because there's no opportunity for you to change. So you can't be justified. You're just going to die. So you can't be justified by the works or the punishments of the law. You understand? You don't change by that. And you didn't change by sacrificing animals either, because you knew you could do what? Sacrifice animals to try to like cover for your sins, or you get put to death. So you couldn't be justified, right? Go ahead. But you can be justified by faith in Jesus Christ. What is faith in Jesus Christ? Faith is works. So by you changing your life, you can be justified by Christ dying and giving us this opportunity to change our lives. Keep reading.
Okay. Even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. 17. But if while we seek to be justified by Christ, we ourselves are found sinners. Right.
So if we seek to be justified by Christ, if we're coming into the truth and walking in this truth, but we're found to be sinners, we're doing the same things that put Christ, that caused Christ to be lynched, tortured, and unalived, then what?
Is therefore Christ the minister of sin?
Did Christ die for us to continue doing the things that got him killed in the first place? No. So Rachel says she's going to follow her husband, right?
Right.
Yeah, whatever God told you to do, do it. But then she runs to her father's house and brings the idols of her father with her.
Right.
It's like you bringing Christianity back with you. You're in the truth, but you still listening to gospel music. Is it unlawful? No. But why are you listening to gospel music? You understand? Or you still taking on the doctrines of other Christian Israelite groups or Catholicism or whatever, or you still, dealing with manifestation and zodiac signs and things like that. You bringing in the things that you learned in your father's house instead of becoming brand new. If you build those things again, which you destroyed, then you make yourself a transgressor.
Right.
That's what Rachel did. And you don't want to, sisters, brothers, you don't want to be like that, to where you come into the truth and you walk in this path with the Most High, and you bring in the things that you learn from the world. You understand? You want to cut that off. All right. Keep reading now. You can keep. That's done. You can go back to the scriptures. Salaki.
Lucky. Verse 20. And Jacob stole away unawares to Laban the Syrian, in that he told him not that he fled. 21. So he fled with all that he had, and he rose up and passed over the river and set his face toward the Mount Gilead.
Right. Mount Gilead is back heading towards our land. It said he stole away. Jacob didn't steal anything from Laban. That word stole away is just Old English. It's a phrase meaning that he left in secret. He didn't tell him what he was doing. That's all. Go ahead.
22. And it was told Laban on the third day that Jacob was fled.
So Jacob had a 3-day start on Laban. Laban didn't figure out that he was gone until 3 days later. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And he took his brethren with him and pursued after him 7 days' journey.
Right. So now when you see this word brethren, which is heavy, because, and you're going to see it said with Jacob too, right? It said Laban took his brethren. Laban didn't have no brethren. He had his sons. But that brethren meant like his brethren, his family. Right. Because you're going to see when it says Jacob and his brethren. Jacob ain't had no brothers there. He had his sons with him. Because ultimately it's all brotherhood. Even if you have sons, your father, the main baseline about how you deal with your son-in-law, how you deal with your father-in-law, how you deal with your father, your actual sons, is brotherhood. We still brethren at the end of the day. We still all gonna become what? Men. You understand? But go ahead, Art.
Verse 23. And he took his brethren with him and pursued after him 7 days' journey. And they overtook him in the Mount Gilead.
Laban got a whole lot of arrogance, bro. It just show you how it's really like on some Pharaoh type stuff. Like I can't let you go. Like you offended because you know the Lord was with Jacob, Yahweh, and you feel like now your prosperity is gonna stop because he's leaving. Then it's like where you going with my family? Like now he don't even look at Jacob as a man having his own family. He's like y'all belong to me. That's how you think in his head. Because otherwise, why are you pursuing him? You understand? But keep reading.
Verse 24. And God came to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night.
The Most High did what?
Came to Laban the Syrian in a dream by night.
You ain't got to listen on your slave when you getting oppressed by your supervisor, your manager, and they doing you dirty and doing you wrong, or even if you're dealing with somebody and you in this truth and they doing you wrong, and you doing what the Lord said to do, you getting counsel and you following that counsel, you ain't got to worry about nobody. The Lord gonna deal with it. The angels is recording everything, and the reports is going up to the Most High, really to Christ, because all judgments been given to Christ. The keys to hell and death is in Christ's hands. He gonna make the judgment, man. You understand? You got to worry about nothing. The Lord gonna deal with it. Go ahead.
And said unto him, take heed that thou speakest not to Jacob either good or bad.
He said, take heed that you don't speak good or bad. Like meaning like you ain't got no authority over this brother. Don't come talking to him like you got rank.
Right.
Like you got something to say. Basically, watch your mouth when you speak to this brother. Go ahead. Is that it? Okay, go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 31, and verse 25 in Hebrew. Wayashag Laban ath Yaiqua wa Yaiqua tha Kwai ath Ahawa Bahar Salaki Bahar Walaban tha Kwai ath Akiwa Bahar Ha Galai 26. Wayamor Laban la Yaiqua ma Aisha Yak wa the Ganab af la Babya la sa Nahag af Banafya ka Kashab Yawath Karab. Verse 27. Lama Nahaba'ath Labarach Watha Ganab Afia Wala'a Ha Gadath Laya Wa Shalachka Basha Macha Wabasharyum Bathak Wabakanawar 28. Wala'a Natashathniya La Lanashak La Slaki La Labanya Wala Banathya Aitha Hasa Kalaf Aishawa 29. Yasha La'al Slaki La'ala Yadya La Aishawa I'm come Ra'i Wa Ala Haya Abayakum Amash Ashar Slaki Amor Aliyah La Amor Hashamor Laka Madabor I'm Yaiqua Matawab Id Ra'i. Verse 30. Wa I tha ha halak halakat kaya nakasap nakasapatha Labaya, Abayaka, Lama, Salaki, Gana, Ganabath, Al, Alahaya. Verse 31. Waya Ain, Yaikwa, Waya Amar, Lalaban, Kaya, Yara, Salakia, Yara Athia, Kaya, Amarathi, Amarthaya, Pun, Salakia, Pun, the Zal, Ath, Bana, Salakia, Bana, Bunwathyaka, Ma'ai, Ma'amiya. I believe that was 7.
Okay.
Book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 25 in English. Then Laban overtook Jacob. Now Jacob had pitched his tent in the mount, and Laban with his brethren pitched in the mount of Gilead. 26. And Laban said to Jacob, what hast thou done, that thou hast stolen away unawares to me, and carried away my daughters as captives taken with the sword?
As captives taken with the sword.
Good night.
I know he was hot, bro. I know he was hot hearing that. Keep going.
27.
Like, mind you, 14 years, bro. Worked for these sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now I didn't took them like I didn't took your daughters hostage. Crazy. Go ahead.
27. Wherefore didst thou flee away secretly and steal away from me? And didst not tell me that I might have sent thee away with mirth and with songs, with tabret and with harp?
People always trying to waste your time.
Right.
Oh, I need a party to go. Good night. Like, it's cool. Keep reading.
28. And has not suffered me to kiss my sons and my daughters.
Kiss what?
My sons and my daughters.
So he's calling Jacob's sons his sons. That's how he's looking at them, like they belong to him. That's what he's saying. My sons, my sons. Go ahead.
Thou hast now done foolishly in so doing. 29. It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt.
What do you say?
It is in the power of my hand to do you hurt.
Basically, I got enough people here to hurt you for that, right? But what did the Lord tell him? Don't speak good or evil, right?
Right.
No sweat. Keep reading.
But the God of your father spake unto me yesternight, saying, take thou heed that thou speak not to Jacob either good or bad.
Right. So he basically walked up to the line.
Right.
He really should have packed up and took his behind back home, but he walked up to the line with it. And he tell Jacob, with your power approached me in a dream, in a vision, and told me don't speak good or evil to you. Right. So now Jacob is like, all right, now he's like, okay, yeah. Like, so now this is going, if it was me, I'd have been like, then what you doing?
Right.
But go ahead.
Verse 30. And now, though thou wouldest needs be gone, because thou soared longest after thy father's house, yet wherefore hast thou stolen my gods?
See, now look, so he basically, the Lord was like, don't try to check him about anything. But he kind of semi did it. Like, I could do this and I could do that, and you went and did this, and we could have did that. But he was like, but look, this is my issue. I know you're trying to get back to your father's land, but you didn't took my gods from me. This is why Christ said what he said. He was like, who was my father, my mother, and my brother? Yeah, that was Jacob's mother's brother, but they had what? Different gods.
Right.
When I'm gonna tell y'all, when you're at war with people, it's because y'all serve different gods. You know what I'm saying? The war that you're having with your family, yeah, y'all are family, but you're not family, because who is my mother and my father except them who do the will of my Father which is in heaven? When you at war with your family, it's because y'all serve different gods. They serve the God of America. You know what I'm saying? They serve the God of Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, whatever. The universe,
right.
Manifestation. All right. And you serve the God of Israel, speaking to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So it's going to be conflict. You understand? So he's like, man, okay, You did what you did, but why you taking my gods, my idols? Keep going.
Verse 31. And Jacob answered and said it to Laban, because I was afraid, for I said, peradventure thou would take by force thy daughters from me.
Right, like he said, and that's crazy. He's like, yo, I thought you was gonna take what I earned away from me, my family.
Right.
So I just left. Go ahead.
Verse 32. With whomsoever thou, I think
That's it. Okay. Next 7.
Book of Genesis, chapter 31, and verse 32 in the Hebrew. I'm Ashar the Matazah. Matazah. Alahayaka La'a Yaha Ya Lachaya Nagad Akyanawa Hakar Laka Ma Imadya Wakwach Laka Wala'a Yadai Yaikwa Kaya Rakal Ganabathum 33. Waya Ba'a Laban Ba'ahal Yaikwa Wa Ba'ahal La'a Wa Ba'ahal Shathya Ha'ama'ath Wa La'a Mataza'a Waya Taza'a Ma'ahal La'a Waya Ba'ahal Rakal 34. Wa Rakal Laqwacha Ha Tharapyum Watha Shamum Bakar Ha Gamal Watha Shab Al Yahum Waya Mashash Laban Athkal Ha Ahal Wa La'a Mataza'a 35. Watha Amor Al Abiyaha Al Yachar Ba'ayanya Adanya Kaya Lawa'a Awakal Lakwawum Ma Panyaka Kaya Darak Nashiyam Laya Waya Khapash Wala'a Mataza'a Ha Tharapyum. Verse 36. Wayachar La Yaikwa Wayarab Ba Laban Waya'ain Yaikwa Waya Amor La Laban Ma Pashaya Ma Khataza'athya Kaya Dalakwath Akarya 37. Kaya Mashashath Ath Kaya Ma Mataza'ath Makal Kaya Bayafka Shayam Ka Nagad Akya Wa Akyaka Waya Waka Yahwa Bayan Shan Yanawa 38. Za Aishariyam Shana Anakaya Imaka Rachalyaka Wa Isayaka La'a Shakawa Wa Ayawa Wa Ayaya Taza'anka la'a akalthaya. Verse Book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 32 in the English. With whomsoever thou findest thy gods, let him not live.
What do you say?
With whomsoever thou findest thy gods, let him not live.
Right. So basically, Jacob is putting a punishment or a curse on who if somebody took the gods from Laban and he finds it. Like whoever's belongings you find it in, let him be put to death. Not knowing that it was his own wife. You know what I'm saying? So he spoke that over his household. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be careful as a rib, you know what I'm saying? Like how you move. You don't want to be moving in a way to where your husband don't know what you're doing. Or you moving opposite of your husband in secret. Because he's going to be moving in the confidence of what? His integrity.
Right.
Assuming that his household is right behind him. And he can say something. Like a husband's word over his house has power. That's like when it's in the law where it say that if a daughter make a vow, right? If the father hear it and be like, okay, that's cool, she could do that, it's enforced. But if he say, no, that's canceled, then there's no power to that, right? Same with a husband, right? It's the same concept. So now, if you moving in secret against your husband and doing things that's counter to what your husband stands on, and he make a statement, like in my house, whoever's doing this, that, and the third, may the Lord do this to them. That's gonna fall on you.
Right.
It's gonna fall on you. You know what I'm saying? So he spoke that. He said, whoever got it, may they be put to death. That's what he said. Keep reading.
Let him not live.
Good night.
Before our brethren discern thou what is thine with me, and take it to thee.
Right. So basically saying you can go look through all my stuff and search for your gods. And then whoever took it, because he like, I know I didn't do it.
Right.
Whoever took it, they can get put to death. That's basically what he's saying. Go ahead.
And take it to thee. For Jacob knew not that Rachel had stolen him.
See? He ain't know his wife did that. Sisters, man, you gotta be in sync with your Lord, man, with your Ottawa, man. Go ahead.
33. And Laban went into Jacob's tent, and into Leah's tent, and into the two maidservants' tents, but he found them not. Then went he out of Leah's tent and entered into Rachel's tent. 34. Now Rachel had taken the images and put them in the camel's furniture and sat upon them. And Laban searched all the tent, but found them not. 35. And she said to her father, let it not displease my Lord that I cannot rise up before thee, for the custom of woman is upon me.
What she basically was saying is, I'm on my flower, I'm on my cycle, and I'm sitting down and I can't get up. She basically used that as a cover to hide the fact that she the one that stole her father's gods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rachel wasn't really in the truth. Leah was. Leah didn't give a damn about them gods. You know what I mean? She wanted her husband's love and she was fighting for that. But Rachel, you know, she went all the way in the truth. If she was, then why would she take him?
Right.
And bring him with her, right? Go ahead.
And he searched, but found not the images. 36. And Jacob was wroth.
He was what?
Was wroth.
Wroth is an old English word. He was hot. He was angry. Like you didn't came up in here and searched through my stuff and accused me of stealing, and you ain't find a damn thing.
Right.
He angry. And the Lord told you don't talk to me, good or evil. And you put me through this.
Right.
Go ahead.
And chode with Laban.
Chode means like he checked them. Chode means like the chide. Like when you chide your children, it's when you're verbally chastising them, checking them. Sisters don't like to get chided from their husbands. Go ahead.
And Jacob answered and said to Laban, what is my trespass? What is my sin that thou hast so hotly pursued after me? Verse 37. Whereas thou hast searched all my stuff, what hast thou found of all that household stuff? Set it here before my brethren, not in thy brethren, that they may judge betwixt us both.
Read it again. He said, set it before who?
Set it here before my brethren.
My brother. He's talking about his sons, because he had his 12 sons with him. He said, set it, well, not all 12, because Joseph wasn't here yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe so. I don't believe she had Joseph yet this time, or Benjamin. So, but the sons that he did have, you know what I'm saying? He's like, said it before my brethren and your brethren. Basically, my sons and your sons, if you found anything, right? Keep reading.
And thy brethren,
Mm-hmm.
that they may judge betwixt us both.
Mm-hmm.
38. This 20 years have I been with thee.
Mm.
Thy ewes and thy she goats have not cast their young.
Right. Meaning that what he's saying is that you didn't lose your sheep. Like I wasn't mishandling the birth of your sheep. You didn't lose your ewes and your she goats, meaning that the sheep that you gave me, I took care of them with integrity. You didn't lose them like through mishandling,
Right.
Mismanagement or abuse of the flocks. Keep reading.
The ewes and the she goats have not cast their young, and the rams of thy flock have I not eaten.
Right. I didn't take what you put me over and eat off of it. You know how and I'm just using as an example, in the streets in the drug game, they give you the work, right? And they say what? You can't peel off the top.
Right.
Try to take a portion of that and go sell it on the side to get some extra profit for yourself. He's saying, I ain't take this sheep and eat off of it, take the wool or take the meat. What was yours, I managed it as yours. Listen, he wasn't working for pay. He was working for the first 14 years, he was working for his rib. He wasn't, they were feeding him and giving him shelter, but he wasn't getting paid off of that. He strictly was working for a rib. 14 years. Then in the sixth year, for the next 6 years, it was okay, pay me this for taking care of your sheep longer. And within that 6 years, you're going to see what he say Laban did. Go ahead.
That was it.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Laban was a Salaki. I want to watch my language, but Laban was not a good brother. I'm saying like that. You know what I'm saying? He was a sucker, man. You know what I mean? He was like how these other nations are with us, man. Just oppressing. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Salaki.
Come. The book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 39 in the Hebrew. Salaki. Tarapah la'a ha ba'athaya al-yaka anakiya Salaki. Akatana Maya Salaki Mayadya Taba Kwashana Gana Salaki Ganapaya Yawum Wa Ga Salaki one Wa Ganapaya La Yala. Verse 40. Hayayataya la yawum akalnaya Slakia Harab wa Korak la Slakia ba la yala wa thadad shanataya ma ayanya. 41. Zalaya Aisharyam Aisharyam Shana Baba Yathka Iba Dathyaka Arabai Aishara Shana Bashafya Banathyaka Wa Shasha Shanayam Bataza Anka Watha Salakia Watha Khalap Ah Ma Shakarthaya Aisharath Maniyam. 42. Lawalaya Alahaya Abaya Alahaya Aburaham Wa Pachad Yatazak Haya Laya Kaya Aitha Rayaquam Shalachathnaya Ak Aina Ya Wa Ak Yaai Kapia Ra'a Alahayim Waya Wa Kak Salakia Amash. Verse 23, it's like verse 43. Waya Ain Laban Waya Amar Ath Yaiqua Haban Wath Banathia Waha Bunyam Bunya Ya Ha Tazaanya Wakal Ashar Atha Ra'ah Laya Hawa'a Wala Banathia Ma Aisha La Allah Ha Yawum Awa La Laban Hun Ashar Yaladwa. Verse 44. Wa Aita Laka Na Karata Barayath Anya Wa Aka Wa Haya La'aid Bayana Slake Bayanya Wa Bayanka 45 Wa Yaikwa Aban Wa Ya Rayama Matazaba. Book of Genesis chapter 30, 31 and like in verse 39 in English. That which was torn of beast I brought not unto thee. I bear the loss of it.
Right, meaning that because like he whatever whenever the sheep that were under his care got attacked by an animal, he paid for it. He didn't bring it to Laban to have to suffer it. He took the law. He took the L. You understand? He's laying out how he conducted himself under the agreement that he had with Laban. Go ahead.
Come. Of my hand is that required.
Right. Like you basically said you owe. If I lose anything up under your care, you owe. Go ahead.
Whether stolen by day or stolen by night.
Right. Meaning that if thieves came to come take sheep and it happened under my watch, I'm responsible for that. I'm accountable for that. Go ahead.
Verse 40. Thus I was, in the day of drought consumed me, and the frost by night.
Right. Meaning that I was out there in the heat. When it was drought, I was out there with him when it was heat, and I was out there when it was cold at night. I'm watching over these sheep. Yaquah was a hard worker, man. You understand? He was about his business.
Right.
Go ahead.
And my sleep departed from mine eyes.
Right. I wasn't getting no sleep. I'm up all night watching over your flocks. Go ahead.
41. Thus have I been 20 years in thy house.
Good night.
I served thee 14 years for thy 2 daughters, and 6 years for thy cattle. And thou hast changed my wages 10 times.
Meaning, and when he say change his wages, that's not saying like in a positive way, like you gave me a raise. You understand? When he say changed his wages, he means lowering the wage.
Right.
Go ahead.
42. Except the God of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had been with me. Surely thou hast sent me away now empty.
Empty-handed. Like you, if not for the Most High, having that angel give Jacob that vision and showing him how to handle these sheep to basically increase a flock for him to have something for his household, he'd have walked away from all that time for 20 years with nothing. And you best believe that these jobs that you work on, they feel the same way. Right. You put in 20 years of work, then you don't get a retirement, whether it's the military or the civilian world, corporate, and they find ways to take that from you, man.
Right.
They'll put something in the contract, like say once you hit 20 years, you're supposed to get a retirement for the rest of your life, and they fire you at year 19.
Good night.
Or they find some clause where in the employee agreement to where you violate it, to where they can take all that away from you after you done put all that work in. That's how your oppressor do you. How they do blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. They always trying to find a way to not give you what's owed. But if not for the Most High, you know what I'm saying? If not for Christ, man, we would have no salvation. That's why when Christians talk about salvation, they think about the soul and some place in heaven or in hell. That's not what it's talking about, man. It's talking about our lives here on earth. If not for the salvation of the Lord, we would have nothing. The Most High is the only one. The Most High in Christ is the only one considering the lives of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and their welfare. That's what the kingdom of heaven is. It's the Lord understanding that what? The lives of the 12 tribes matter.
Right.
Because don't nobody else give a damn. If not for the God of Abraham, the fear of Isaac. If not for our power, these other nations will leave us with nothing. That's why it's such an evil thing for you to try to give the salvation of our people to other nations. They don't need salvation. They have what they have their portion.
Right.
We slave for them and work, and they're the head, we're the tail. They're high and we're low. What do they need? What salvation do they need? Salaki, go ahead. We'll cut off.
Concept.
Salaki for that. You know what I mean? They don't listen. They don't need salvation, man. We need it, and that's all. That's all Yaquab is saying. If not for the Most High, you'd have left me with nothing.
Right.
Go ahead.
God has seen my affliction and the labor of my hands, and rebuked thee yesternight. Verse 43.
He said, "What?
God has seen mine affliction and the labor of my hands, and rebuked thee yesternight."
That's what the Most High is seeing for us right here in this hell. That's why when you on that slave and you're doing what you're doing, and like when the scriptures say, when their iniquity came to an end, and you handle them with violence, the Lord see what we're dealing with. We sitting here changing our lives and becoming, washing our robes in the blood of the Lamb, and changing our lives and getting right, and they still afflicting us. They still trying to take advantage of us, man.
Right.
We still a byword. The Lord see that, and He's gonna give them a recompense. He's gonna pay them back double for that, man. Know that. Just read it one more time, Mark. Salaki.
Come. God hath seen my affliction.
He's seen our affliction. Go ahead.
And the labor of my hand.
And the labor of our hands. How hard we work just to put to put two pennies together.
Right.
Still living check to check. He see it. Go ahead.
And rebuke thee yesternight.
And rebuke thee. The Lord gonna rebuke these nations, man. That's what say about Christ when He returns. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rebuke many nations, man. For what? For how they dealt with us.
Right.
And for their evil. And He's saying the Lord checked you last night. He saw how my integrity and how I worked for you. And He checked you last night because of it. Go ahead.
Verse 43. And the bond answered and said unto Jacob, these daughters are my daughters. Good night. And these children are my children. And these cattle are my cattle. And all that thou seest is mine.
Damn.
And what can I do this day unto these my daughters, or unto their children which they have borne? 44. Now therefore come thou, and let us make a covenant, I and thou, and let it be for a witness between me and thee. 45. And Jacob took a stone and set it up for a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last one in the English.
Okay. So they about to because they finna part ways, they finna make a covenant, basically a covenant about going forward, how they gonna, deal with each other or whatnot. Like this is the agreement going forward. Go ahead.
Book of Genesis, chapter 31 and verse 46 in the Hebrew. Wa ya amor Yaquab la akwa la quatwa Slakia, Abanyam, Waya Kwakwa, Abanyam, Waya Aishawa, Gal, Waya Akawa, Shum, Al, Hagal, 47. Waya Kwara'a, Lawa, Laban, Yagar, Shah, Shahad, Shahada, Watha, Wayaiqua, Kwara'a, Lawa, Gala'ai, 48. Wayamor, Laban, Hagal, Hazah, I, Bayanya, Wabayanka, Ha, Yawam, Al, Khan, Kwara'a, Shamwa, Gala'ai, verse 49. Waha Matazapa, Ashar, Amar, Yatazak, Yahweh, Bayanya, Wa Bayanka, Kaya, Nasatar, Ayash, Mara, Mara, Iowa, verse 50. The Aina, Ath, Banathia, Wa'ath, Salaki Wa'am, the Quath, Nashayam, Al, Banathia, Ayun, Ayash, Imanawa, Ra'ah, Alahayim, Id, Bayanya, Wa Bayanka, 51. Wayamar, Laban, Layaiqua, Hana, Hagal, Hazah, Wa Hana, Hamatazabah, Wa Slakia, Ashar, Yara, Yarayathia, Bayanya, Wa Bayanka.
Water?
Verse 52. Id, Hagal, Hazah, Ida, Hamatazabah, Aniya, La'a, Ibar, Thorson. Al Yaka, Ath, Hagal, Hazah, Wa'am, Atha, La'a, the Ibar, Al Ya, Ath, Hagal, Hazah, Wa'ath, Ha Matazabah, Haza'ath, La Ra'ai. The book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 46. And Jacob said unto his brethren, gather stones. And they took stones and made an heap, and they did eat there upon the heap.
Right. So he told his sons to put a pile of stones together, and that's where they sat down and they ate, broke bread. Go ahead.
47. And Laban called it Jigar Sahad Dutha.
Right. So in that language, it just means to gather. You know what I mean? Because they gathered stones. That's what he called it. You know what I'm saying? But Jacob ain't gonna call it that. Go ahead.
But Jacob called it Galid.
Galid, which means a heap of testimony. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you look at the word, I mean, because Carvers, I'll tell you, he's over our Lashma Kodash class. When they say he told his sons to gather, that word is God. You understand? Which means to gather, or to put into a heap. But then when it's Galid, means it's a heap of testimony. Meaning that this is where we're going to make this final agreement and we're going to end our relationship as we understood it to be. As a witness. This is our last meal together. I'm taking my family back home. And this pile of stones is the marker where our business is done. It's the end of the contract, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We leave it on peaceful terms, and this is a witness between us on it, a heap of testimony. Go ahead.
Verse 48. And Laban said, This heap is a witness between me and thee this day.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore was the name of it called Gilead. 49. And Mizpah, for he said, The Lord watch between me and thee when we are absent one from another. Verse 50. It's a lot. If thou shalt afflict my daughters, or if thou shalt take other wives beside my daughters, no man is with us. See, God is witness betwixt me and thee. 51. And Laban said to Jacob, Behold this heap, and behold this pillar, which I have cast betwixt me and thee. 52. This heap be witness, and this pillar be witness, that I will not pass over this heap to thee, and thou shalt not pass over this heap and this pillar unto me for harm.
Right. So basically saying it's a, like I said, it's a peace agreement, and the stones is the witness. And he basically trying to say, you know, don't get other wives and treat my daughters poorly, and you know, you know what I'm saying. But you know, it's just, you know, sometimes, you know, fathers say they're gonna say what they say, man. You know what I mean? But really, it was out of his hands anyway. You know what I mean? Like that was Jacob's property. You know what I'm saying? But Jacob wasn't gonna mistreat, you know what I'm saying, his wives, man. You know what I mean? But that's that. Was there any more?
A lot, sir. Or in the Hebrew.
Okay. Are these just the last 7?
Come.
Okay.
The book of Genesis, chapter 31, verse 53 in the Hebrew. Alahaya Abraham wa Alahaya Nachawar Ya Shapatwa Bayan Yanawa Alahaya Abba Yahum Waya Shabai Yaikwa Bapakad Abba Yawa Yatazak. 54. Waya Zabak Yaikwa Zabak Bahar Waya Kwara'a La Akyawa La Akal La Khum Waya Akalwa La Khum Waya La Salakia Waya Layanawa Bahar. 55. Waya Shakum Laban Babakwar Waya Waya Nashak Laban Yawa Wala Ban Ya Waya Ban Wath Yawa Waya Barak Athahum Waya Laka Waya Lak Waya Shab Laban La Makwamwa. Genesis chapter 32 and 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Aikwa Halak La Darak wa Waya Pagaiwa Bawa Malaakia Alahayim. Verse 2. Waya Mar Yaikwa Ka Ashor Ra'am Machana Alahayim Za Waya Kora'a Shum Ha Makwawum Ha Hawa'a Machanayim. Book of Genesis chapter 31 and verse 53 in the English. The God of Abraham and the God of Nahor, the God of their father, a judge betwixt us. And Jacob sware by the fear of his father Isaac. 54. Then Jacob offered sacrifice upon the mount and called his brethren to eat bread. And they did eat bread and tarried all night in the mount. 55. And early in the morning, Laban rose up and kissed his sons and his daughters and blessed them. And Laban departed and returned unto his place.
Mm-hmm. So the matter was settled. You know what I'm saying? Jacob agreed to what Laban said. They ate during that night on the mountain, and then in the morning he kissed his daughters, kissed Jacob's sons. I could call them his sons.
Right.
I guess meaning grandsons, maybe, but whatever. And then he left. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Book of Genesis, chapter 32 and verse 1. And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him.
The what?
The angels of God met him.
Jacob went on his way, and the Elohim met him. Jacob be encountering these angels, man.
Right.
Good night. That's heavy. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host." And he called the name of that place Mahanaim.
Mahanaim, meaning double camp. Double camp. That's what it means. Meaning that he camped there, but the angels camped there. It's a double camp. Is that it?
Concept.
All right. So look, man, the Lord was with that brother Yaquab, man. He was with Jacob. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had to be a special brother for him to be having so many encounters with the Elohim like that, with the
Right.
angels. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go ahead and leave there. And with that, I'm Ijam.
La Yashrala.
La Yashala. We're gonna salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yah Shabrakiyah.
Yahweh Shivya Shabrakiyah.
And Sarwa Hakradum, which means to turn and face the east. And we're gonna do the prayers.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakuka.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaika.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Thundanawa.
Lathananawa.
Lakum.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kawawathu.
Kabawafnawa.
Kalsalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kawawatinawa.
Kabawafinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'anawa.
Tabi'ayinawa.
Manasaiwan.
Manasaiwan.
Abol.
Abol.
Hashaynawa.
Hawashayinawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Kamalakwa.
Kamalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Wahatapara.
Awalamya.
Awalamya.
Amun.
Amun in the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven.
which art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
That will be done
In earth.
in earth
As it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread.
daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Give us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
Forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us,
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom
And the power.
the power
And the glory.
the glory
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer for the cock, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushai.
Babu Kashah.
Baba Kushah.
Thundanawa.
Thundanawa.
Hakat.
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 Larapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kalmakala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Call Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarium.
Hamatazarium.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakrium.
Lahakuyum.
Hamathium.
Hamatyum.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagar Shun.
Lagar Shun.
Bashim Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushai.
Kawada Amun.
Kawada Amun. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal all manner of sickness.
Power to heal all manner of
And
sickness.
all manner of disease.
And all manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the
The power
lepers.
to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean
Power
spirits.
against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wa Yasharala.
Wa Yashala.
Wahabaya Sapari.
Wahabaya Saparian.
Barak.
Barak.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
The Waterman.
The Water Aman. In the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
In the school.
In the name of
In the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayunya.
Ayunya.
Al-Haharian.
Ahaharian.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
Azaria.
Isaiah.
Azaria.
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyunka.
Yamyunka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemach.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Malayala.
Malayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal-Ra.
Makal Ra.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabu'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Salakia. Maitha.
Ma'atha.
Wa'aid Awalam.
Wa'ad Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from
My
Yahweh,
help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and
which
earth.
made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damiyalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takaraj.
Al-Fakarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabika.
Abuyabika.
Yahabu Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashanayika.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa.
Sha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Ya'arayamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Wayatha Ya'aitazwa.
Wayathayaitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Altazabawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yashala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'aitazwa.
Nawaitazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahalya.
Ahalya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Salakia. Wayashama'aliyam.
Yashama'alyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Amyashabya.
Amyashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawah.
Zarawah.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamaki.
Kamayan.
Kasiyasara'a.
Yasara.
Kayabyan.
Kayabian.
Manakal.
Banakal.
Wayashwan.
Wayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayandara.
Ba'ayandara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Naman.
La'adama.
Ladama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nadayabwa.
Nadayabawa.
Kairab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
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 Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Karnasayakamwa.
Karnasayakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Na Salakia. Na Yarasha'a.
Na
Salakia.
Yarashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Raka.
Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba'ari Ira.
Labaya Ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakala Haba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Tharadapma.
Tharadapma.
Basa Araka.
Basa Irika.
Wabasawapathka.
Wabasawapathka.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Malaha.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakarparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alkaharatazah.
Alkaharatazah. In the English, Psalms 83, keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O power.
Be not still, O
For
power.
lo, thine enemies, make a tumult,
Make a tumble.
and they that hate
They
thee
that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them
from
off
being a
from
nation,
being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of
may
Israel
be no more
may be no
in
more in
remembrance.
remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of
and
Edom,
the Ishmaelites,
the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Sure is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as unto Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at the
Kison,
brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make the nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeeb,
like Zeeb,
yea,
yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Abba,
and as Zamunah,
as Amunah,
who
who
said,
said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let's take to ourselves
the houses of the
the
power
houses of the power
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burn up the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O
O
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be
and
confounded
be troubled
and
forever.
be troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
thou whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth. The prayer to bless the blessings in the Hebrew. Slaki. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Miyaka Allah.
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Allahayim.
Why Allahayim?
Matazab Yah.
Matazabiyah.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Halawak Yah.
Halawapia.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Akwatazayanya.
Hakutazayanyam.
Akayayoyim.
Akayoyam.
Wahak Wafi.
Wahak Wathia.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahshai.
Bashim Yahweh Shai.
The water of
The water Amun. In the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh
In
Shai,
the name of Yahweh Shai.
listen to us now,
Listen to us now.
right now.
Right now.
Send evils,
Send evils,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
Punishment.
and
And
destruction
destruction.
to the
To
heathen
the heathen.
that speak against
That
us,
speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophets.
the teachers,
Teachers.
the princes,
The princes.
the priests,
The priests.
and the Israelite
The
brothers,
Israelite brothers.
and the school.
And the schools.
Send evils,
Send evils,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
Punishment.
and
And
destruction
destruction.
to the
To
heathen,
the heathen.
and shake
And
loose
shake loose.
the treasure
The treasure
of the rich
of the rich.
of Israel
Of Israel.
that refuse to give to the
That
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches
Force their riches.
to enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter into that sanctuary.
Send evils,
Send evils,
and curses,
and curses,
and punishment,
And punishment.
and
And
destruction
destruction.
to the
To
Edomites,
the Edomites.
and the nations,
And the nations.
and their drug
And the
dealers,
drug dealers.
the court
The
system,
court system.
the prison system,
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood.
all the governments of our enemies,
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Amalek synagogues and armies.
the Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church.
the Pope,
The Pope.
Islam,
Islam.
Christianity,
Christianity.
Egyptology,
Egyptology.
militia,
Militia.
Ku Klux
Ku
Klan,
Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation.
skinheads,
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus,
Posse Comitatus.
the gay
The
movement,
gay movement.
the lesbian
The
movement,
lesbian movement.
spies,
Spies.
workers of witchcraft,
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space
NASA
programs,
space program.
Army,
Army.
Navy,
Navy.
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Space Force,
Space Force.
Wall Street,
Wall Street.
open up the internet
Open up the internet.
and the airwaves,
The airwaves.
and the cable access channels,
Cable access.
and the
channel.
radio channels.
Radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
Convict the spirit of any of that people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop us.
and bring swift destruction
Bring swift
to
destruction
all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the
or
way.
try to stop us
Try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your
from
words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
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 loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro
Cause them to go to and fro
throughout the earth
throughout the earth
and consume them.
and consume them.
Let the
Let the
plagues
plagues
shake the house
shake the house
of the thief
of the thief
and the
and
murderer.
the murderer.
Let Yahweh Shai,
Let Yahweh Shai,
Michael,
Michael,
and Gabriel
Gabriel
come down
come down
with the flying
with the
saucers
flying saucers
and punish all the heathens
punish all the heathen
that come up against
that
us
come up against
as
us
we speak thy
as we
word.
speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the
that
angels
this is the angels
that have done it.
that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media,
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake at thy coming.
Cause it to shake at that coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai,
the name of Yahweh Shai.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
of Israel, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah, Yad Matzah, Sar, turn face the sisters, men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat, I Majim Barak, Yahweh Shemar Latham Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yad Matzah, class dismissed.